stand in the car hoping you would call back, knowing that someday I'll come to that light.
All right, welcome to another episode of Valhalla TV. We took last week off because, people, sometimes you just need to take that time and have that space for yourself and create that. And so we did it to get regenerized, and today we're going to talk about, with the holidays coming up, about our ancestors and spirits that have passed, how they come and show themselves during the holiday seasons.
Yes.
So,
well,
I'll let you take it away.
Donette and I have, over the years, we know holidays are very important for family. That's, when you lose a loved one, that's when people have the hardest time getting out. It's like the memories start flooding in again about holidays past. And over the years, we've done a session called Christmas with Your Angels. And we used to do it up at St. Bede's Monastery, and we've kind of taken it all over the state.
On the road. Mm-hmm.
We've taken it on the road, and it really helps with bereavement in the holidays, but more importantly, this is as a medium to let people know they are with us the most.
Mm-hmm.
In our times of, celebration and birthdays and holidays. And that's when, if you're not in a state of grieving, you can really start witnessing the miracles that they bring into your life around those times of year. And they want us to have fun. They want us to celebrate life. They want us to experience that on all levels. So as hypnotherapists, helping people calm the mind so they can understand and connect with them, it is very beneficial.
Yeah, we worked with that, and then we also worked with a CD that allowed you to get in touch with what Christmas means to you, and taking the traditions that really mean something to you and bringing them back and having that part of their legacy. Otherwise, it seems like you kind of get entrenched with all of these Martha Stewart, no offense to Martha, of course, but these, Rachel Ray, Martha Stewart dream holidays that we think we can pull off, and we end up just being exhausted and disappointed, and yet if we just went back to the simplicity of being a child and just step back into what Christmas really meant to us, through the eyes of a child, it's then that we pull out what Christmas really means to us. So that was something we really enjoyed. We had testimonial after testimonial of people saying, that was the last Christmas that I really felt that calmness. You need to do that again.
Yes. We've got a lot of repeat customers when it comes to this, because the magic doesn't have to end when we get adulting.
Right.
With stress of the bills and, thinking our kids need the latest, everything, and there's a lot of pressure and stress. And as Reiki masters, we kind of, over the years, we see how that affects the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so lower back pain, we call it the money belt. People suffer many times lower back pain because of the fear of that there's not going to be enough money, that there's all this social pressure and to have Christmas in your certain way, or not to be able to say no to some family gatherings, or not to say yes or no to certain things, of being really mindful of you're exactly where you're meant to be.
Yeah. It's
It's okay to let some of those traditions go and create new ones with your family. Right. Your loved ones on the other side are not going, oh, you don't do that anymore? Really? You don't, decorate for Christmas all Christmas Eve. Our lifestyles change. Right. And they want us to keep what really mattered. What brings them around is the things that they love to do. So if you love lefse and it reminds you of grandma and you don't have the time to make it, go buy it.
Mm-hmm. Explain
that grandma used to make this, and we're in Norwegianville here, so that is our family tradition. But bringing them around is important by talking about them. Mm-hmm. So many times when people are grieving their loved ones, they just don't want to bring that up because they might cry. That's okay.
Yeah.
Happy tears of, get that out, but look around, the next generation are here. They want these, it's your time to give them those positive traditions and change things around if Christmas wasn't always so happy, for the next generation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I know my family, everyone knows But I haven't been the biggest fan of Christmas for my whole life. But I've come around. I mean, you guys have helped me with that through things. And, my wife's family, which is also... You guys are family, too.
We love Christmas.
You guys
Christmas
are
crazy.
Very important.
alcoholics. But they've done some really great traditions. And last year, one of the big traditions we done, we just weren't able to do it. And it was kind of this sadness at first for everyone, like, oh, we've done this, since before their grandparents died, but then it became like, well, it's okay. It was kind of a relief because we just didn't have the time to do it, and this year we'll pick it back up again. So if you have those traditions that you do, don't feel bad if you just can't make it happen a certain year, and revisit it another year. Tell your children and your grandchildren about it, and hopefully they'll pick it up. But don't beat yourself up over what you can or can't do.
Quit shoulding on yourself. I should be doing this. Because it truly does. It's just a month out of the year. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot more on our plate. So that's why it is important, and we kind of teach people how to meditate, how to be mindful of being in the moment, because it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay to stop and go, okay, kids, we're going to, get, Pillsbury Doughboy cookie dough, but we're going to have these moments, because that's when your kids, they have you present in the moment. And that's anytime we do age regression therapy, to take people back to their favorite childhood experiences, it's usually those simple moments of just being in the workshop with dad or grandpa, or being in the kitchen, and it's just, that's what people take with them. Mm-hmm. They don't remember what they got for Christmas that year, but they remember that dad burned the Christmas tree down or something. My dad did that,
or blew up the Christmas Eve lasagna. That was a situation we had a couple of years ago. We had lost our godmother, our aunt, and on the 15th of December, so very close to Christmas. And we're still trying to pull off Christmas because
she loved Christmas.
She was talk about the Olsen Christmas. She did it to the extreme and did a beautiful job every year. And the tinsel one piece at a time, and her trees were always just glorious and with all of the old ornaments on. And so we were trying to pull off Christmas as we did every year, and Christmas Eve, and I made 3 pans of lasagna, set them on the stove, and the glass dish that I had it in had direct heat hitting on it from the oven being on, and exploded. So glass exploded.
The dish
all over.
that she gave her.
Yeah.
The dish she gave me. And glass exploded all over the lasagna. And there we were with 20 people in the house ready for for Christmas Eve dinner. So we called the Asian restaurant in Eau Claire and ordered anything and everything.
$250 worth of Chinese food.
And we laugh still to this day about. So we made a new memory. We're going back to lasagna this year. Hopefully, maybe I'll use some different pans that will not explode anymore. but that's what makes memories too.
It took that pressure off, and that's what they will work very hard. So when you realize they're working through your ego and or your illusions of life has to be perfect all the time, that's when you can start laughing and go, you know what, we're all together as family. And we, the movie The Christmas Story, where they go and get the, and the dogs eat the turkey. It was very similar to that. And
we had to laugh. There was nothing else we could do but laugh.
And we sat there with all this Chinese food, because we had a window of opportunity to find food at on Christmas Eve, and we called them and they said, please come and get it or you will ruin us. Because I don't know if they thought it was a practical joke that we were calling in such desperation for Chinese food, but so yeah, and even when she passed right before the holidays, we were getting our parents' house prepared, gotta just all get together and suck it up. Very commonly, one of the things, they love to work with electronics, first of all. So they'll get you in the car at the right moment when their favorite, Christmas song is on. They're really good at that one. that one blinking bulb on the tree. You can feel the energy of when they're there. They will make, if you're not in your head and sad and grieving, but just being okay to be in the physical world, to be here, they're gonna manifest in the physical world through signs, through sending a cardinal sitting on your window or something there. So it's really important to ground yourself, to be okay, this is here, they're here. They're not up there on a fluffy cloud watching you grieve with no interaction with you. They're in your world. And when you're in a state of love and gratitude and with your family and loved ones, appreciating the living that are still here, that's when they're really going to let you know that I haven't gone very far.
They're going to blow up pans for you.
They're going to blow it up. But yeah, our Aunt Dar made a bluebird fly off my mom's shelf, one of these big glass heavy bluebirds, break through a hurricane lantern that was sitting and land on the Elvis's Blue Christmas album. Oh. Because she was a huge Elvis fan. So of course it was like, okay, she wants a big Christmas party. And her funeral and visitation, we got to have the old-fashioned grandma, her mother and our grandmothers. Everybody was together. Yep. She brought everybody together, just like when we were kids. We don't get that anymore. So it was,
yeah, well, it's so hard in our busy lives to get everyone together, and especially if you're married, have children, you're running. Everyone wants you there, so you're running to every place you can get to, and sometimes we feel guilty. We didn't have enough time with people, but to appreciate that time we do have, even if you could only make it to one part of the families for a couple hours,
right.
Appreciate that time. And
because it's when they go, you shouldn't have to wait to appreciate them.
Yeah.
When they're gone, they want you to appreciate.
Yeah, so spend that time together and loving each other. And Christmas isn't about presents or having the perfect Christmas tree or the perfect meal. It's about those memories, like you said. And sometimes, if a lasagna pan blows up, or
and traditions.
You regroup.
Yeah, you regroup.
and
laugh
words
about
of Hank Jr., it's a family tradition. It's those things that make us, with our tribe, with our clan, with our soul group. Those special things we do to, food, drink, eat, drink, and be merry, and see the younger generation and see that life does go on. And
yeah, and we talked earlier about, before we did the video, that today would be a nice change to do something a little different than we do here and have a guided meditation on helping people get that holiday spirit and go through. So
and we're jumping ahead because, of course, we have Thanksgiving first.
Yes,
and so
I know.
We're finding the things we're grateful for.
Yeah.
And the season kind of blends one into the other, so we start with being grateful, and that's a CD that we've worked on, and then we go into It's Your Wonderful Life of just appreciating the life we have. So our hypnosis / meditation today will be in lieu of being grateful and being thankful for what we do have. And we'll later get to the Christmas ones. But for now, we're going to start with the Thanksgiving.
Sounds good. Hey, I keep thinking Christmas because I look across the street
know.
and I see all the Christmas decorations.
We are blessed here at Valhalla with, the city square here, Central Park right across the street from us. So, they haven't turned their lights on yet either. We're being patient. And we've got the Osseo Christmas Parade here that kicks off the holiday season on Friday, right after Thanksgiving. So, and we will be having a Black Friday special on our gift certificates only. Okay. But and we'll post that online on our Mystic Sisters Facebook page. But don't wait for the sale. It's one of those things. We know that there's a lot of family and friends that are in holidays, and so get a hold of us if you're wanting to purchase, a gift of love. It truly is, and so we'll be posting that. But so Dawnette came up with this script, It's Your Wonderful Life, and this is one of my favorite hypnosis scripts. Spirit's ever given her, and so it's fun. We get to do it. She's going to do it. All right. And we'll put a picture so you don't have to see us drooling and go into our happy place. But Yeah, so it's your wonderful life. You know, in the Frank Capra movie, George, you know, is like, you know, everybody had a dad like that at one point, you know, so stressed out about money and work and why did I have so many damn kids? And, you know, I think everybody goes through that with the pressures of the holidays and you know, not being, he wasn't in a state of gratitude, we'll say. It was what's wrong with life, what's, you know, pointing out everything. And we all get like that when we get drained. We are all notorious for slipping into that blame, shame, guilt, you know, state. And that is not where we want to be. That is hard on our bodies, it's hard. But to bring it into a state of joy, gratitude, appreciating the little things, the small things, is what this hypnosis session does. So get ready. I'm excited.
So hopefully you're all ready. Find yourself a comfortable place to sit. You know, turn off your electronics. You know, really get focused on this.
Don't do it in the car.
Don't do it in the car. You know,
Or while operating heavy machinery. Or in the bathtub.
Especially in the bathtub. So find yourself a comfortable place, and we'll have Dawn walk us through this.
All right, take some nice deep breaths. And allow yourself to feel a peace, a warmth, a comfortable feeling to spread from the very crown of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. It's time to allow that mind to just relax and drift. It's time to allow yourself to connect and to physically release any stress that you may have. Allowing those cleansing breaths to start at the crown of your head and allowing them to be pushed out the bottoms of your feet. All stress releases from your body. You feel a peacefulness you haven't felt in a very long time. And as that peacefulness continues, you begin to see before you, to sense, to just know that your physical body is at a state of calmness, of tranquility. We're going to visualize or sense gentle snow coming down. That beautiful magical snow that we get early on in the year. And as the snowflakes fall gently to the ground, you realize that you've never found this peacefulness before. You allow yourself the time, the energy, the space to find the true you. You're thankful for yourself. You're thankful for your loved ones. You're thankful for all of those wonderful people, special people that have come into your life. There are so many, and you have a gratitude in your heart. There's a generosity that spreads. It spreads like a falling snow. Generosity in your heart that only you know how to give. This is a beautiful time of year. Time of year where the holidays are coming up. There's many things that will take you from your day-to-day life, allow you to celebrate. But tonight, just for tonight, we're going to take some time. Time for ourselves. Time to nurture ourselves and an understanding that we've never experienced before. And so you take the time to get ready to go out, dressing in your favorite clothes, standing before the mirror. You see you in your finery. And just outside you hear a car pull up, and you know that arrangements have been made for you to have this night all to yourself. And so you put on your jacket, your hat, your gloves, and you go down, and the driver opens the door to a beautiful relic of a car. There's beverages inside the car. It's so plush and so comfortable. You feel like royalty. The gentle snow continues. You see the landscape, you see the scenery. You have such gratitude for all that is, for this life, for this world you live in. And that peacefulness continues to grow. The excitement is mounting, for you know this is a very special evening. As the driver pulls up, you see before you a vintage theater. The marquee is lit up, and through the blinding snow that gently surrounds the car, you make out before you the words, "It's your wonderful life." The driver exits the driver's seat, comes around and opens the door for you. You go in through the doors of the old theater. You walk through the gates and directly to the concession stand, where you're free to order all you choose, all of the delicious treats that you enjoy. You see around you others scurrying to get in the door, shaking the snow from their coats, stomping them from their shoes and boots. There seems to be a hustle and a bustle, but it's an excitement that you enjoy and appreciate. You're thrilled to have this time and this night all to yourself. You gather your things, and an assistant helps you by opening the velvet rope. They pull both doors open. You enter into this beautiful, velvety, vintage theater. You go right to your spot, the favorite spot you always choose when entering into a theater, and you sit down comfortably, removing your gloves, your hat if you haven't already, getting comfortable. Your jacket can be laid beside you or simply left on, whatever makes you the most comfortable. You have your snacks and your treats around you. The theater is filling up. More and more people seem to be coming through the doors, but you're so in your head, and you're so excited to see what the screen, the big screen, has to offer that you really don't pay much attention. The music slows down. The lights dim. And before you the curtains open to a beautiful screen. A screen that's lit. And before you, you begin to notice visions of yourself. Visions of experiences that have happened in your life. I'm going to leave you now for a few moments, and I'll return to guide you. But for now, you're just simply going to take the time to visualize, to see, to experience moments. Because, as the Marquis said, this is your wonderful life. The credits roll and your movie begins. Wonderful experiences have happened throughout your life. Some were lessons, others were moments in time to be held with a grateful heart. Continue through the years. You realize that the screen now says Part 2. Part 2 of the movie is the life that you are yet to read, yet to be a part of. We don't want to spoil the movie, but we know that the movie continues. We realize that your life has much more to offer. And so you see a few things flash before your very eyes. It's like a little trailer to your life. As the screen reads before you, to be continued, the lights slowly become brighter. And as the lights are turned up, you gather your things and you look around and you realize that in this theater, this is no normal theater. In this theater, where time and space seem to merge, where anything is possible. You realize that all of your loved ones, people you've known in the past, people that may have been on the screen showing you just glimpses, just moments before or now gathered around you. They're excited to spend time with you. They're excited to see you once again. They clap. There's a joy. They are thrilled to be with you. There's a joy that has not been experienced since you were a child. You're so excited. You're so grateful. You realize that you have much to do in this lifetime. You have much more to look forward to. So you thank each one of them for coming. So many lives you've touched. So many lives that have touched you. Gratitude fills your heart. You gather your things. You wave goodbye as you walk up the aisle and out the door. You're led back out the door, seated into that vintage car once again. You reflect on the beauty and the experience. You're almost overwhelmed. You're so full of joy. But you carry this experience with you. You carry it back home with you as you enter through your front door. You have an appreciation and a gratitude and an understanding that your motion picture has only begun. The past was all there to guide you to be in this present moment. And so as you gather those around you that you love and appreciate, you have much more to offer. You have much more appreciation for all that you have. You realize that all of these things are gifts, that all of these moments in time are just that. The people that come into our lives are meant to be there. The people that exit our lives are meant to carry on with their life and you yours. You're excited to carry on, not only through this season, but throughout the year, knowing that so many wonderful things are coming your way. Gently, your eyes open, and you see before you your home. The gratitude swells in your heart, allowing you to have a smile spread across your face, knowing that this is your wonderful life.